Hey guys, it's Jim here, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to give my unbiased review of my new PRS S2 Singlecut McCarty 594. That's a lot of words. Now I've had this guitar for a few weeks. I wanted to hold off on making this review because I didn't want it to be in the honeymoon period, but I think I'm outside of it now, and I also have a really good idea of what the guitar can and can't do, and I've taken it into the studio and tracked with it, so there's that. Now, I bought this guitar because I actually fell in love with the Satin S2 single cut that I had, but it was the full 25-inch scale length. And I wanted something a little bit shorter for myself and in a finish that I wasn't going to get tired of. So I saw this guitar for sale on Reverb at a shop called C&M Music. They had 3 of them, all very varying in the tops. That was my favorite. I gave them a call directly, and we worked out a really good deal, and I bought the guitar. Now, I don't need to do a rundown on this guitar. If you wanted to read a spec sheet, you could just Google it online. So I'm just going to get right into playing it. Now, as with all of my reviews, this guitar is going to be going right into my HX Stomp, directly into the computer, just for ease of use. My thoughts on this guitar are, I love it. I don't want to sell it. I intend to keep it. I don't have a problem with the tuners. A lot of people complained about those. I don't have a problem with the hardware. A lot of people complained about those. The weight is absolutely perfect. It's just over 8 pounds. However, the pickups I think it's the one thing holding this guitar back from being the full package. I think the pickups in this are good, but they're not stellar. They don't really have the cleans and that kind of just the transparency that you really go for on a higher end instrument, and that, quite frankly, I'm used to on the CE24. Now, outside of the pickups, my only other thing I wish this guitar came with would be a hard shell case. I think any guitar over $1,500 should come with a hard shell case. And I get it, you know, they're trying to cut costs somewhere because you are getting a lot of value and extremely high consistency and craftsmanship with these American-made PRS guitars in the S2 line. But that being said, I really just, it's disappointing. It's not the end of the world, but it's more money you got to factor into it. Now, cost-wise, would I say this is worth $2,200, including a pickup swap, if you buy everything new? I think so, and I say that because the craftsmanship itself of the instrument is top notch. It is on par with every other really, pretty high-end guitar that I've had in my life. I'd say it's on par, if not a little bit better, than my custom shop Telecaster as far as build goes. It's definitely on par with the 339, and it's definitely on par with the CE24. The used market on these guitars are pretty rough. They hold value really well, which is another reason where if you buy it new, it's not the end of the world. If you want to get rid of it, you're going to get most of it back. But that being said, if you want something in a custom color like this, it's still going to cost you almost as much as you would pay new. So that's why I didn't really mind spending what I did on that guitar, knowing I wanted to keep it. And that's the one thing I have to give PRS, again, a lot of credit on. I knew exactly what I was getting before I had ever played the guitar. And I can't say that about any other guitar company. I can't. I have bought and sold hundreds of guitars, hundreds. And the only company that every single time I have not had an issue with is PRS. And this guitar is no different. So if you are shopping for a Les Paul guitar and you have about $2,000 to spend and you want to buy new, I would absolutely recommend this over a Les Paul Classic. It's going to be a lot more reliable. I say that a lot about these guitars, but I just have to hammer it home. It's going to stay in tune better. The quality control is going to be more consistent. It's just a wonder to play. There's just so much extra attention to detail and love and care put into every instrument. And I've gone through enough now. I really notice and I really do appreciate it. So great work, PRS. I just have fun playing this guitar. It makes me want to play. I don't want to put it down. Even when I was doing the tone demos, I thought I was done a few times. I was like, that's good enough. And then I would randomly just come up with a little riff on the spot, like that little 80s one, that kind of rhythm that I threw in there. Just really just makes me want to play it, makes me want to just sit for hours and hours and hours. And I don't have hours and hours and hours, but it's good to have a guitar that you like and connect with so much that when you do have time to play it, it inspires you to want to do it. And I already mentioned the shop that I bought this from once, but I cannot say it enough. I really, really, really recommend shopping with C&M Music. The assistant manager, Matt, that I talked to at that location, I've talked to him on the phone a few times. Just a really honest guy. They made a really good deal for me with the guitar. I could not be happier with the entire purchasing process. And, I don't need them for anything, so I can't comment on the support. They did good enough initially that I don't need to call them for this, but I'll probably be calling them in the future. I left a link down below if you want to check out their stuff. So if you are like me and you like being a little bit unique with your color choices on guitars, they happen to have a few extra, and I'm sure that they're going to get more in as they become available. And that's going to finish it up for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you could leave a like, I really would appreciate it. If you made it this far, it does me a world of benefit if you do that. Leave a comment, subscribe, and until then, I will see you on the next video.